Hillside Cemetery in Central Square, New York. We will be exploring the cemetery a little bit. Not sure where we're going to end up. We are here today in Central Square at the Central Square Cemetery. Alright, so I think the first headstone that I want to do is the Colville headstone. Look at the gorgeous tree that you see planted behind it. It's both beautiful and also a bad idea at the same time, because if you see where the trunk of the tree is and the heaviness of that headstone, it's probably the reason why it's not moving. But if you can notice right here, the tree is starting to grow up and around the tree. But we are here at the Colville headstone, which is rather bulky in size. Let's take a look at that tree just for a second. More fascinated by that tree than I am the headstone. Okay, enough distraction. Alright, so we're here at the Colville family plot. It starts right here and ends down where the American flag is, right next to where the flowers are at. We're going to start over here with Elizabeth C. Yates. She was the daughter of Henry Colville. She was born 1914 until 1973. Over here we have Henry Colville. He was born 1872 and passed away in 1964. And next to him is his wife, Mabel Parsons. She was born 1875 and passed away in 1938. And right next to Mabel we have Fidea E. Dart, who is married to Myron. I'm not exactly sure what Myron or Fidea's last names are, but Fidea C. Dart was born 1840 until 1918. And Myron is buried right next to her. With that flag, that tells me that he may be a military soldier in our services, and we thank you for your service, sir. So here is Myron, born 1838 and passed away 1912. Here we have the Lastine family. This is Arthur E. Lastine. He was born 1890 until 1974. He was a Central Square volunteer fire member, and this is his commemorance. And right here we have Jensine Lastine and Turtel H. Jensine was born 1862, passed away 1940. Turkel H, born 1859 until 1933. I'd like to spend some time here at the cemetery honoring some of our fallen soldiers and also honoring other people that have been buried here that lived in this township of Central Square. Here we have Harry R., born 1904 until 1948. Pardon me. Here is the family epitaph moniker. I'm not sure what you would call that when it's in a line the way this is. Here we have Georgia Snook. She is the wife of Franklin. She was born 1874 until 1932. Here, Franklin was a volunteer Phoenix firefighter, the Hook and Ladder in Phoenix, New York. So this is Franklin. He was born 1869 and died 1961. Here we have Frederick Sr. Frederick Sr. was born 1871 until 1965. And here we have Frederick's wife, Mamie Snook. She was born 1879 until 1928. Here we are at the Burdick family plot. There are 3 headstones here. So my guess is they would probably be buried either on this side or just behind. But here we have Mary L. Burdick. She was born 1863 and passed away in 1929. Jefferson Burdick, March 1963. He may still be alive. And here we have William Burdick, 1860 until 1928. I run into the name Burdick a lot now that I'm in Oswego County doing cemetery tours and grave tours. And I'm not sure what that means or what the importance of that is. So if anybody else knows, go ahead and give it a shout out. Leave it in the comment and tell me what you think. Here we have Hutchings. Alfred was born 1900 and he passed away at 93 years old, or almost 93. There is no death date or month, just a year. Alfred was a Freemason and he was married to Bernice L., who was born 1905 and died in 1991. If you see this right here, anybody knows what that means, let me know. Over here we have Sue M. Paisa. She was born 1930 until 2021. Joanne Farnett, born 1931 until 2017. And here we have an American Legion member of Oswego County. I'm not exactly sure, but Farnett, Stephen Farnett, was married to Jessie. Stephen was born 1892 until 1986. Jessie M., born 1905 and passed away in 1998. And here's a footstone of Stephen M. Farnett. He was a private first class veteran, and his death date is 1892 until 1986, just like this on this headstone. So more than likely, that was probably here before this, and when his wife died, the remaining family members decided to put a new headstone on. That's what my takeaway from this particular stone. We are in the section M, right next to Hamblin, Mancuso, Ben, Myrtle, and John. Right here we have Rosemary Murphy, New York. She was a lieutenant, USNR, in the World War II. She was born June 20th, 1919, and passed away February 28th, 1969. And she was also a part of the American Legion, right here in Central Square, more than likely, or in Phoenix. They were two of the biggest legions at one point. And right here, we're going to go over to Mancuso. We have Rose M., born 1904 until 1907. Janet F., born 1946 until 1955. Also here is James, who was born 1904 until 1971. There's a lot of family plots here in the Central Square Cemetery. Here in the Central Square Cemetery, we find more unneeded, violent display of vandalism. Here we are at what's left of the Breed Monument. This is the base for it. They are in section 13, right off the road. You come off the road, come all the way in, park in that parking lot, and walk up one of these trailways, and they are buried right next to this guy. This is also another senseless use of things to do with your time. These people deserve so much more than what these vandalizing people are doing. They have damaged this to the point they may actually have to replace this section right here. As you see, it's a separate piece. And this belonged to Mason G. Campbell, who was born 1848 and died in 1905. He was here with Lovella Campbell, who was born 1823 and died in 1889. John Campbell, February 2nd, 1868, aged 83 years, 2 months, and 6 days. Mabel Slocum, the wife of Gould Gotal. She was born 1885 until 1981. And here is Gould Gotal, born 1889 until 1971. Alright, so we're here at the tail end of the video. We're getting ready to say goodbye. Thank you for joining me in this video here at Central Square, New York. It is called Hillside, in case you didn't catch it in the beginning with the map. So thank you for taking your time out of your day to watch me. Thank you for tuning in. It is now time to tune out.